Hi there!
Hi everybody!
And welcome to Southern Twist Yarns. It's after hours on a Wednesday, so surprise!
Surprise!
We're coming to you live on Wednesday instead of on Thursday morning.
Yeah.
So anyway, I hope you all have had a wonderful Wednesday. We've had a very busy day in the shop today.
Very busy day.
You had classes.
I
Evie
did.
had 2 classes she was teaching.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I should introduce ourselves. I'm Brenda.
And I'm Evie.
Even though you probably already know that.
We probably figured that out.
But anyway, we had a great day in the shop today. We were busy. We had some new people that came in today.
Yes, we totally had multiple new
so
people.
It was actually kind of exciting and fun. And so we thought we'd just twist it up a little bit and come to you this evening instead of tomorrow morning. Give Evie a break. She didn't have to rush in tomorrow. We have a lot going on. We have classes. Our clearance sale is still going on, and that will continue through the rest of the month, but our table is getting a little bit lean.
We sold quite a bit today off that table.
We did.
We really did.
So there's still
but there's still some Mad Tosh and Life in the Long Grass and Emma's. And
I don't get it.
Y'all, there's Wonderland Yarn is behind me.
Yeah, and we also have some mohair on sale. We have our Knitter's Pride Carbons needles.
Carbons needles.
You know, people have this love with that. Our Addies are all on sale.
Some bags. There's still some bags.
We still have a few bags.
We even
left.
have kits.
Yeah, we do. We have kits. So you don't even have to think. So you get the kit, you get the pattern. You know, what more could you want?
At a sale price.
At a sale price. Yeah, great deal. So end of season, we're trying to clear this out so we can get some new stuff in for you.
Oh, like what do we have over here?
Oh, whoa, yes. So we do have some new things in stock. We have the new copper Cipra needles by Like.
Are these not just spectacular?
Aren't they beautiful? Those are the 5-inch.
Yeah, these are the 5, and it comes in this gorgeous case.
Yeah, beautiful
faux
suede.
Faux suede.
They're beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful?
And we also have them in the 3.5-inch for all of those that like those little tiny short needles.
Look at those.
Like those, but aren't they beautiful?
They serve a purpose.
They do.
I have them. I'm using them right now. They're not the ones I use all the time, but I totally use them for some things. But they're just absolutely beautiful. They don't. It's not like a super sharp point, but it's a pretty good sharp point.
It's a pretty good point, yeah, compared to their wooden ones.
Yes.
And this is their first foray into metal needles, and they have swivel. The cords are swivel, and they are clear. Yeah, so they're really cool. Now even
their end caps are clear. There's a lot of new. Look at that! I didn't notice that.
I didn't notice the end caps were clear.
Yeah,
there
cool
are these. I do want to tell you a little bit about the copper needles. They are not sealed. They are not varnished. They are 100% copper, so they will develop a patina after a certain amount of time. They will not harm your knitting. They will not stick on your hands, but they are like copper jewelry, so they will get that kind of bluish, greenish, beautiful patina. You can keep them bright and shiny like this if you want with a polishing cloth. So it's up to you, but they are gorgeous. We are only taking orders for those right now because they're really, really hard to get. So if you are interested, give us a call, send us an email at southerntwistyarns.com.
And you get brown or black case.
Yeah, brown or black case, either one. I don't know how long it'll be before we get them in. I'm not going to deceive you, but the minute you let me know if you want them, I will put them on the order. So, but come in and see them. They are so beautiful. I'm really tempted to start knitting with them myself because they're so pretty.
They are beautiful. They really, really are pretty. Yeah.
And we have some new yarn.
New yarn.
We do. We have some new worsted weight yarn from Malabrigo. Rios is in the house, and it is pretty. We've got some really nice colors. It's a lovely yarn.
It is a fabulous worsted weight yarn that is not. It's a good price point too.
It is.
It is a good price point, and this is totally like a simple sweater or something you could do out of this yarn. I mean, the colors are just gorgeous, mix or not mix. But Rios is a really nice
we did. Now this is kind of a nice neutral. It's I don't even know how to describe it. It's kind of like silver and gold, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
But we try with our worsteds to not do a lot of variegated and
right.
big color changes in the yarn, because most of the time people are using worsted for sweaters, and you don't want a lot of, heavy color. But this is absolutely nice yarn.
And it's machine washable.
It is.
Even better. Machine washable.
And we
ladies.
will be getting more colors of Rio Sin as well as the season goes on. So
they even consider it their workhorse yarn.
Yeah, they
do. And I totally would agree with that.
It's an awesome.
It really is
awesome yarn.
It doesn't pill. It's really a nice yarn.
No, very
beautiful
nice.
New yarn.
So anyway, come in and see those colors. And we've got classes coming up next week. Lynn, actually, there is still time. If you have wanted to learn Magic Loop, whether you're knitting socks, whether you want to do sleeves on a sweater, like what Evie's wearing, any kind
Magic
of
Loop.
Magic Loop is a way to learn. So Lynn, you still have time. Go onto the website at southerntwistyarns.com, sign up for classes, and you can still catch that class.
I think she's doing a mitt tomorrow, though, isn't she?
She is. It is a mitt, but it's still
Fingerless
to learn Magic Loop.
Oh,
it's
perfect.
not a socks class. She will have one of those coming up,
Right.
but it is to learn how to do Magic Loop. There is still time to get in for that class.
Right.
And next week, we have a lot of new classes
A
coming
bunch.
up.
I'm going to be busy.
I know, you are going to be a busy girl. Mohair.
The mohair.
We this is a pattern that you did quite a few years
Yes.
ago, right?
Yes.
And it is we looked at this pattern to replicate and realized that it's not going to be a pattern that we want to teach.
No.
So you went searching.
I did. I went searching and I found another pattern, and I've already cast on, and I've knit about this much, and I love it. It's beautiful. It has a beautiful edging, but it's still just as simple and basic. But this pattern was not one of the
simple and basic. It was very complex. Well, it was old.
It was an old pattern,
old
and it was
pattern,
not written that well. This new one that we found is beautifully written, and you can easily, if you love the little cables on there, we totally add those cables to this pattern, even though they're officially not in it. No reason why you can't put cables on it.
So it's in our newsletter. It's also available on our website. The pattern is called a Paisanar.
She pronounces it way better than me.
It's a Finnish pattern. The woman who wrote the pattern is Finnish, but it is beautiful. Take a look at the pattern. You can also find it on Ravelry. It'll be in the newsletter this next week. Gorgeous. Now, as I mentioned in the newsletter, it is a knee length, so don't panic. You don't have to knit it knee length.
Mine will not be that long.
No.
Mine's just going to be a standard hip length.
Yeah, hip length. So, and that's one of the things that Evie's going to teach you is how to modify. And speaking of modification and modifying a pattern, you've got a class on modification.
Y'all, this is something, when people walk in the door, and I'm sure out there in listening land, you've done this, you thought, this pattern looks cool, but I would really rather use this yarn over here and not that yarn.
Oh, all the time.
Right, exactly. Or the gauge, or you want to use DK weight instead of the pattern was written for fingering weight. There are ways to modify a pattern that are not convoluted, that you can actually figure out fairly simply, and I'm going to talk about some of that, but also like how to modify, for instance, this pattern, a Paisanar, is written for knee length.
Right.
And I'm going to be able to show you how we can change it and make it cardigan length. Also, one of the things that Sue doesn't like a lot of the sweaters she knits, because she knits them as the pattern is written and they're just straight.
A box.
But if you look at what I'm wearing, it's got some tapering to it, and it shows off that I do have a waist.
Right.
And that's important. And so we're going to talk about how you can modify a pattern to give yourself some shape, even if the pattern doesn't include that.
Maybe the pattern has long sleeves and you want short, or vice versa. You'll be able to learn that. So look for the modification class that is coming up next week, I believe Tuesday afternoon. So watch for that.
And this is Tuesday morning.
Yes. So you're going to be really busy.
Yes.
Lynn also has Whoa, it just went right out of my head.
Tunisian
crochet is coming up. She also will be starting a socks class coming up soon. So we have lots of ideas and things to keep you busy. You started the Shortest Day Cal today.
Yes, and people are signing up. It's great.
Right. And so,
Multiple
people. We kind of had a little blip. I had a little blip in the newsletter, wrote the wrong date down, had everybody got a little bit confused, including me.
And me too when I went,
Wait,
what?
what are you doing? So just so you want to, if you do want to join in on that, Cal, there's still time.
Totally. And actually, no, only one person cast on today. Everyone else is going to cast on the 26th. So it's perfect.
And the date is correct on the website now. It's for the 26th.
26th.
So you can be
Sign
sure
up.
to sign up for that. And speaking of Cal, our year-long Cal.
We have a lot of
blanket
ladies
Cal.
are doing the blanket.
Yeah,
I'm
we
so
do.
impressed.
I'm really excited. We have
Yes.
ladies that are doing keks. Everyone is interested in keks.
Right, the rectangle.
The rectangle. I actually was emailing with Stephen this
is so cool,
today because the pattern is one of his older patterns. As a matter of fact, it's one of the first patterns he wrote once he got started designing, and he was like really excited that we are doing such an old pattern.
I love it.
But the pattern had a few little things in it that we didn't quite understand, so he and I have been going back and forth. Now we've got that all fixed.
But he's excited that we're doing so many ladies. There's at least, 3 or 4 ladies are doing that pattern.
I'm doing Old Forge just because I love the whole idea of the lace in there. And
but didn't you say somebody is also doing Slipstravaganza?
And Slipstravaganza, I know. I'm so excited. If I hadn't knit that shawl, I would have done the blanket. It is going to be awesome. Right. Anyway, so this is a year-long Cal. Yep. You have plenty of time.
Lots
you can
of time.
join at any time. Because some of the patterns require a lot of yardage, we have had to order. So we probably will try to cast on all at the same time and then do like a monthly check-in. But we haven't set those parameters yet just because we want everybody first use January to choose your pattern. Come in if you need us to order some yarn so we can get that placed and get that done. So sign up, join. It's going to be fun. Remember, it's a year long.
It's no stress.
No stress.
No stress.
Yeah, you don't have to have it done in any particular time. So don't forget to join us in that. I think it's going to be fun. We gave you 4 different options: Slipstravaganza, Fantastitch, Old Forge, and Keks.
Lots of choices.
Yeah, you have lots of choices. And some of them are great for stash busting.
Oh, yeah. Right.
So I think Keks and Old Forge are the ones that use the largest
volume
of yarn for one color.
Right.
So those are the ones, if you choose to use one of those, you may have to have some yarn ordered. But the others, you can use your stash and come in and add to it. We'd be happy to help you.
Yeah. It's been fun.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
Don't forget our sale, still going on. There's lots of good things that you can still pick up and lots of surprises.
Lots of pretty stuff.
Lots of pretty colors.
Lots of pretty stuff.
Yeah, there's still time.
Because if you guys don't buy it, I might have to.
Yeah, well, there's that, right? So we've got some other things in surprise for you that we're working on. So stay tuned, and it's good to see you all. Hi, Fred. I'm glad to know you're there with us even in the evening.
He's probably sipping a little wine, though.
And I think that's about time for us to go and sip. Also, don't forget, you can always join us. We're always open for knitting on Wednesday mornings. I know it's not Wednesday, but open Wednesday mornings from 10 until 12 for open knitting. Bring your project or your crochet, whatever you want.
And the living room's always open.
Living room's always open.
Yeah. Anytime you want to come.
That's right. Okay, everyone. Hope you have a great evening.
See you next week.
We'll see you next week.